I've done a lot of stuff in my life. I've had a lot of ups and downs. I've been on the brink of madness, and I've been on the brink of sadness. And no matter where the roads of my life may have taken me, one thing always remained the same, and that's I can only be me. This is the journey. Yo, welcome back to the vlog. Welcome back. It has been roughly 2 weeks since I've done an episode of the journey. A lot has went on. I've done a lot. I've reorganized somewhat of the office. Reorganized it a little bit. It's still a huge mess. More with that a little bit later about the office. As you can see behind me, I got a new monitor and I got a new microphone. Let's just turn around here and see. I've got a new microphone. This is one of the microphones that I've been wanting to get for a long time. And yeah, this thing is super sweet. Mixing board. And all of this stuff is going to help me in the future when I do eventually go full-time with the reselling website, storefront, Static, a pop culture shop, the podcast, and with YouTube in general. So all of that is going to help me out, and it's going to help me better organize, better streamline everything to where everything's easier for me. In particular, the mix board. I can record audio straight from it. So when I do live streams, I'm going back to the live stream format of the podcast, to where I'm going to be live streaming on YouTube, but I can also rip the audio straight from this. Where last time when I was doing it, I would have to rip it from the actual video, which I'd have to rip from YouTube, and it's essentially going to help me cut out a bunch of extra steps that I don't need to do. So, new desk. A lot of this stuff is going to be different in the coming months. My desk is going to be pushed back off the wall. Cable management is going to be better. Right now, it's all a mess down there, but it's going to get better. The desk is going to be pushed more towards the middle of the room. That way I can set up a camera, lights, and everything like that. Be a little bit more professional when I do the podcast. The podcast is going to be essentially me doing kind of like a daily podcast, a daily live stream. I haven't figured out the time schedule or how long the podcast is going to be at that point in time. But what I do know is format wise, I'm going to pick a couple of topics a day, talk about them, and occasionally we are going to bring on guests. Occasionally here and there we're going to do that. And we're just going to hit the ground running with that in about a month or two, hopefully. That's what I'm shooting for. Maybe by October or November, depending on when the restaurant sells. If the restaurant sells, we're going to be hitting it full bore right away. But depending on how long it takes for the restaurant to sell, everybody knows that I work in a restaurant full time. So work within the time schedules that I'm given. But other than that, I don't really have much to say more about the podcast. Vlog's still going to go on as normal. For the next couple of weeks, they might be slow rolling. I don't know if I'm going to do it every week, because I'm just trying to do so much. I'm trying to get my website and the Etsy picked up a little bit. I know a lot of you guys are going to be like, well, just do it on eBay and everything like that. I've got a plan, okay? I've just gotta attack it. I can't do everything all at one time. I don't have enough time in the day to do it. So, I'm trying to jump that up, ramp it up a lot. I've went in the last 2 weeks since I've been back. I've went from 150 listings to almost 500 listings. So I've ramped up a lot on there. I'm steadily selling. You know, some days are better than others. Some days I don't get something. That's just the way it rolls. But it is getting a lot better. With that being said, I am going to cut it right here, and I'm going to show you what I've sold for today. Today is Monday, Labor Day. Happy Labor Day, everybody. Alrighty. Cool. Alright, cool. So, first off, what we sold a Star Wars number 8. This is roughly from the, I believe, the 1970s, early 80s. And we sold that for $9.83. Shit. It's actually worth a little bit more, but I'm running a sale right now. So, they got a little bit of a discount on that. Next up is Rise, the Best of Rise Wrestling. We sold that for $11.99. So, like I said, everything here, we're running a 25% discount. So, the final total is what I've told you. That's including the 25% discount. Rise, the Best of Professional Wrestling. A lot of these girls that you see right here are in AEW, the NWA, and currently WWE. Super cool thing. This is the last one that I have of this one. I had 3 of them at one time. Next up is a GE Motors commercial electric motor service. I sold this for $21.55. That's including shipping and the 25% discount as well. I mean, got maybe $1 in this thing, $1 in that DVD, and maybe 50 cents in that comic. So that's cool. These AEW figures. Most of you guys know that I'm a big wrestling fan, former pro wrestler and everything like that. So if I have the chance to pick up figures, I'm going to do that. And over the last couple weeks, I've been trying to pick up some of these figures. These two right here, these two guys are a tag team, Santana and Ortiz. Santana and Ortiz are a tag team. And that sold, all 4 of these figures sold to the same person. All 4 of these figures sold to the same person. So they're all going to the same person for a total of $93.33. That's after the discount and with shipping. Jake Hager, aka formerly known as Jack Swagger from WWE, Sammy Guevara, Santana and Ortiz. Now, I've got these. I got $60 possibly in these things. These figures, I got about $60 in these. Unfortunately, paid up on them, but that's still cool because I was still able to make a little bit off of them. New stuff going to be coming to the store. More wrestling stuff, more Star Wars stuff, all of these old Star Wars books, Marvel books. Jesse Ventura, more political stuff. And this might be hard to see, but this little shelf right here, these are all old vintage magazines. That's coming up next. Got pictures of these already. Still got to get these. Wizard magazines, Star Trek magazines, Batman magazines, comic scenes, GameStop magazines, just all kinds of cool stuff, Mad magazines. And you guys might be sitting here tripping like, dude, why are you selling this type of stuff? You guys, I've sold all kinds of this stuff. And that's essentially what Static, a pop culture shop, is going to be. So essentially, Static, a pop culture shop, whether it be website or storefront, it's going to be a vast array of toys, new and old. Stuff like you see from the AEW figures and some of the other action figures that I may have on the website already. All you have to do is go and check it out at www.jaysonstatic.com, and you will see the 500 plus listings that I have on there right now. And you will get kind of an idea. Old literature books, whether it be wrestling based, history based, or anything like that. You're going to see stuff like that. Pro wrestling collectibles, clothing, t-shirts, whether it's stuff that I make or stuff that I find. Movies, musics, games, car culture collectibles, architectural salvage pieces, militaria, political and historical ephemera, oddities, comic books, magazines. It's going to be a huge collection of all the stuff that I've either enjoyed collecting, still collect, and or used to collect. And I'm going to try to make this work like crazy, whether it be on the website format or storefront. Storefront is something that is a good possibility, but I have to see how it plays out. There's a couple of things that I'm looking at in the future, but they're not guaranteed. And I just got to see how it plays out over the next couple of months. A lot of this stuff that I've said over the course of this video is depending on when the restaurant job goes bye-bye. So a lot of that's just kind of like a waiting game. But other than that, you guys, I've already been on too long. I've got to get back to work. I've got to bump this stuff up, and I've got to really start cruising on a lot of this stuff. You've seen a little bit of some of the stuff that I posted, all of those magazines and stuff like that. I've also got a box sitting out in the hallway on the shelf that's literally filled with nothing but action figures. That's going to be coming very soon. After I get all these pictures taken of those magazines, the next thing's coming up on the website is all of the action figures, and I'm talking about like wrestling figures, new and old, Ninja Turtles, and all kinds of stuff, guys. All kinds of stuff. Super cool stuff. So be ready, and be ready to check out the website when all of those drop. Much love. Peace out. Take care, everybody.